Chapter 19. Our Rights and Duties. You will learn our Constitution, the fundamental rights, the fundamental duties, the directive principles of state policy. Let's begin. Mother, why so many people are gathered here? Neha, they are protesting for their rights. Rights? Which rights? Where do they get them from? Neha, rights means the things which they can do as per their own wish. In India, everyone has equal rights. Our constitution has given us these rights. Teacher's note. Discuss with the students the history of the Constitution of India and how it was formed. As we already know, India gained freedom from the British on 15th August 1947, but India became a republic much later after that. On 26th January 1950, India adopted its constitution. Constitution is a book that has a set of rules and regulations for all the citizens to follow. It provides them detailed rights and duties. It also is a framework of governance. All the rights and duties have been listed and are a must to be followed by all to lead their lives with dignity and responsibility. Let us now know more about the fundamental rights and duties of the citizens of India. Fact frame. The Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. Fundamental rights. Right to equality. This right provides all its citizens with equality in the society. No discrimination can be made on the basis of sex, caste, color, creed, religion, race, or place of birth. No citizen of India can be denied access to a public place and facilities on any biased basis. The Constitution of India has also made some special provisions for the weaker section of the society. These provisions give them reservations and advantages in certain fields like in education and jobs. These reservations were meant for bringing the oppressed and weaker sections of the society into the mainstream. Reservations have been given in areas such as reservation of seats in schools and colleges and in government jobs. Right to freedom of speech and expression. The Constitution has given all its citizens the right to express their feelings and opinions without any fear or prejudice. It also includes the right to peacefully assemble without arms, form unions or associations, move freely anywhere in the country, and live or settle in any part of the country. But as citizens of India, we must make sure that we do not offend or misuse the given rights to us. We have the freedom of speech, but this does not mean that we may say bad things about anyone. Therefore, we should practice self-control to enjoy these rights. Right against exploitation. The Constitution gives right all citizens to live their lives with the right to fight against any form of exploitation done to them. No person, company or entity can force any person to work as bounded laborer. Nobody can be forced to work without their own free will. Children below the age of 14 years are not allowed to work. Children have the right to education and the right to protect themselves from any kind of exploitation. Right to freedom of religion. India is a land of diversity. It has a large number of social groups and religions that live together. No one state has only one kind of religion to be followed. All the citizens of India have the right to choose any religion or follow any religious belief. Nobody can be forced to change or adapt to a new religion without their own will. Indian government also accepts and treats all religions equally. Cultural and educational rights. Indian Constitution provides the right to follow any culture to its citizens. It also provides them with equal opportunity for education. All individual sects of India have the right to follow and preserve their cultural beliefs. They have the right to set up educational institutions and to propagate their cultural values to the future generations. The government has opened schools, colleges and other educational institutions where no religious teaching is allowed. Any citizen of India can take admission in these institutes. based on their eligibility without any discrimination on the basis of their religion, caste, creed or economic condition. Right to constitutional remedies. All the citizens of India are equal in the eyes of the law. They have all the rights to seek justice from the courts of India if any of their fundamental rights are harmed. These rights are the privileges enjoyed by all the citizens of India equally. In case of any national emergency, the President of India can suspend these rights temporarily. Fact frame. Emergency in India has been declared thrice till date on various grounds. Fundamental duties. According to great scholars, rights and duties go hand in hand. In order to establish a social order, both have to be followed and enjoyed by all the members of the society. As we have fundamental rights, we also have some fundamental duties as well. These duties are to be fulfilled by us as the honored citizens of India. In order to enjoy the rights, we also need to perform certain duties as well. We must obey our constitution and respect our national flag and national anthem. It is our obligation to serve our motherland in the hour of need. It is our duty to follow the basic principles laid down by the Constitution. We must work hard to protect the secularity, sovereignty and democracy of our nation. We must protect and preserve our culture and heritage. We must not spoil any historical monument or any property of the nation. We must work hard to eradicate the social evils. We must contribute to take our country to the heights of success, development and achievement. Directive principles of state policy. These are the principles followed by the government to make India a country that safeguards the rights of its citizens, works for the betterment of their life and acts as a welfare state. The state should work towards providing adequate means of livelihood to its citizens. Give chance of self-governance to the people at the grassroots level through village panchayat and gram sabha. Safeguard the rights of women and children in the society and give them special opportunities for better development. Provide free and compulsory education to all the children below the age of 14 years. Work for the improvement in the status of weaker sections in society. Recall. Indian Constitution was adopted on 26 January 1950. The fundamental rights and duties are equally important and must be followed by all. The directive principles of state policy are meant for the betterment of the people. These are the guidelines for the better governance of the nation. A. Take the correct option.